guys, today I'm going to be ranking all of the Gen 3 horses in the game, Star Stable. One second. Okay, it made the horses really tiny because they were getting cropped, so we're just gonna say it's fine. Okay, I don't know if anyone else has done a video like this, but I just thought about doing this. I didn't include any magic horses on my tier list because I feel like those are a completely separate thing. If you want to see me ranking all of the magic horses in Star Stable, I'll definitely do that. Okay, anyways, all of these photos are also taken from horses I actually own in game, so I picked like a nice coat from each breed just so that I won't be looking at an ugly coat of an ugly horse, so that it won't tempt me to rank horses lower than they actually should be ranked, if that makes sense. I know like millions of people do tier videos of different things, so you know how it goes. S is like super amazing, perfect. This is like my favorite horse in the world. D would be, I hate this horse, I wish I didn't have it. C would be, I don't really like this horse very much, but I wouldn't sell it. B is like, it's okay, it's not my favorite, it's not the worst, I'm neutral to it. A would be, I like this horse. Okay, so now that I've explained what the different tiers are, I have 42 horses on this sheet, hopefully, unless something got deleted. If you notice there's a Gen 3 horse that didn't make it into this video, let me know and I'll quick rate it in the comments. I did my best. All right, the first horse we have is the English Thoroughbred. So the English Thoroughbred is obviously, I mean, it's a great breed in Star Stable. It used to be my favorite breed in Star Stable. I think I have all of the English Thoroughbreds in the game and I was super obsessed with them for a long time. They're honestly like a really nice nostalgic breed. For now, I'm gonna put them on A. I really do think they're an A breed. I know people have issues with their gaits and think they're quirky, but if you know me, you know I like a quirky horse, okay? I feel like a lot of horses are gonna go in A for me. I'm not neutral to them, that's for sure. I do like them. At the end, I'll go and make any final changes, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, now we have the American Saddlebred horse. This is one of the newer breeds in Star Stable. These are gaited horses. I love the coat colors for the American Saddlebreds. I feel like I love the American Saddlebreds. They're one of my favorite breeds in game. I would even go so far as to say they are a super breed. I can't really think of anything wrong with them. I ride these horses a lot and the coats are amazing and I love the gaits. I'm gonna go with S. They're S tier for me right now. Okay, this is the Connemara horse, or the Connemara pony. I like the Connemara ponies okay. They're not my favorite. They're really cute. I will say they're really cute horses, but I never gravitate towards them or ride them very much. I have a few of them. Like the last time I really interacted with the Connemaras is when Star Stable really late released the black version on the app. And I remember it was like way after they came out in the first place and everyone was really excited about them again and then they kind of died. So I'm gonna put Connemara in B tier just because I like them for sure, but I mean, I don't think about them very often. Now we have the Dartmoor pony. So the Dartmoor pony, this is like the Seal Bay coloring of the Dartmoor pony. I love the Dartmoor ponies. I'm gonna put them in A tier for now because the coats are really nice. They're one of the newer pony breeds in the game, so you can ride them in Pony Champs and they wear all the new tack, which I like, and they're just sleek and their animations are nice. They have cute eyes. What's not to like? All right, the Appaloosas. The Appaloosas, when they first came out, were the cutest horses. Oh my gosh, their animations are so dorky and adorable. I am straight up obsessed with the Appaloosas. I wouldn't say they're S tier like my favorite. They might be S tier. I don't know, bro. They might be S tier. They're definitely between an S and an A for me. I still like them just as much as I like them when they came out the first time, and all the cool coat colors they have. There's only two that I really don't like. All the rest of the coat colors I either have or I want to have. So I really like the Appaloosas like a lot. This is interesting. American Quarter horses. I like the quarter horses. I like some of the coats pretty good. They're like not an old horse. They're a Gen 3 horse, but they were before like the new wave of Gen 3 horses. The interesting thing about Gen 3 horses is so much progress was made on horse animations and coats that it almost feels like they're a different gen from each other sometimes. I would say the American Quarter horse. I love the quarter horses. I do think the mane is glitched right now and it's kind of weird to me that the heads are so down. It's hard to like take pictures with them. I mean, I know that's not a real complaint, but I ride American Quarter horses and I don't feel like they're a super accurate representation of the breed, but I I still like them. I'm gonna put them in B tier for now. I don't know why, just because I don't gravitate towards them that much. You know what I'm saying? The next one is the Chincoteague pony. I actually like the Chincoteague ponies quite a bit. They are pretty underrated, I feel like. They have great coat colors. They're just cute. Their animations are cute, and they're like an older Gen 3 horse for sure, but I really do like them. I would say I'm gonna keep them in B tier for now. Okay, Gotland pony. I remember when the Gotland ponies first came out, these were so hyped. Like these horses, they hit different. Their animations were cool. They had cute coat colors. The braid style, like you could do braids with bows. Honestly, I almost want to put them in A tier just because I have so many Gotland memories that are like very positive. I'd say along with the Dartmoors, I think these two are my favorite ponies in the game, which is kind of wild. Okay, the Andalusians. The Andalusians were honestly the shiz when they came out. They still are to me. I still love the Andalusians. I cannot ever hate the Andalusians. Even if they're like quote older Gen 3 horses, these were my favorite horse for such a long time. I have every single coat color of Andalusian. I remember buying them all. I had them before I had my YouTube channel. I loved these horses. They were so versatile. Everyone loved these horses. I want to put them in A tier. Oh, they're almost an S tier horse for me. Okay, this is also just putting this out there. This is my opinion on these horses. It doesn't mean that if you like a horse that's not high up or whatever, that your opinions are not valid. These are my opinions. I know that the Andalusians animations are not perfect, but for the time they were so good. Okay, the Dutch Warmbloods. So the Dutch Warmbloods, oh my gosh, they have so many good coat colors of the Dutch Warmbloods. First of all, the coats are amazing. Their animations are actually like gorgeous. They're not the typical like breed that I would typically be drawn to. I think it's like the arched neck, like they're used a lot for dressage, but also they're used for multiple disciplines. I love them though. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put them in A tier. They're not my top favorite horse ever, but like, oh, they might be though. I don't know. I'm gonna put them in S tier. They're so good. I love the Dutch Warmbloods. The next is the Finn horse. When the Finn horses came out, I bought a lot of the coats, and like at the time I remember them, I was like, oh, these are so nice. These are such nice horses. And now I will say this is my favorite coat color of the Finn horse, but their animations are weird. They're kind of clunky, and the manes are just really crusty. I'm actually gonna have to give this a C tier. I sort of dislike them. I don't hate them, but I kind of don't like them that much. Wow, this is kind of revealing. Okay, the new Frisians. They're amazing. They're perfect. Their coats are stunning. They are so elegant. They have beautiful manes. The way they run and move is like so fluid and nice. I would put them in S tier, except for the fact that they're kind of like in that category of bigger draft horses. And I just personally don't love that kind of horse that much, so I couldn't put them in S tier. For me, they're A tier. They're not my favorite horse in the game just because of the breed they are. But I think Soraya Golding did an amazing job depicting Frisian horses. So I'm going to put them in A tier because I'm really reserving S tier for like my top favorite breeds in the game. Okay, the curly horses. Okay, unpopular opinion. I really do like the curly horses. I have a lot of curly horses. To me, they remind me of just like a comforting grandmother. They're just so sweet and they're such chill horses. They're definitely older, but I wouldn't say I dislike them. So I'm gonna keep them in B tier for now. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I really like them or I really dislike them. They're good. They're good horses. Like all the ones in here are good horses. I don't necessarily gravitate to them anymore, but I don't hate them. Okay, the Ardennes. The Ardennes are really well done. They're the chunkiest horses in the game. I love them. I love the coat colors. They're super cute. They're an A tier for me. Not an S tier, just because again, that's not the style of horse I gravitate towards, but they're so well done. I have to put them in A tier. All right, Arabians for me are gonna have to go straight to S tier. I love Arabians. I have almost every coat color, and the ones I don't have, I want. Their gaits are beautiful. They're super unique breed. Like they're very, like just their body styles, I feel like really represent the breed really well. And I'll always come back to the Arabians. I'll take breaks where I like forget about them for a second, and then I'll ride one and I'll be like, they look so pretty when you're running. Like, bro, they're just so nice. Like S tier. Arabians are all the way. Clydesdales. I like the Clydesdales. I think they're really adorable, and I have been riding a lot of Clydesdales recently, so I'm actually gonna put them in A tier. I know this is like gonna shock people, but for me, they're so cute and they'll never not be cute. And I ride Clydesdales pretty often, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna put them in A tier for now. This is the Belgian Warmblood. I love the Belgian Warmbloods. They're one of my favorite breeds. Belgians. I have almost maxed all of my Belgians, so I don't ride them a ton, but gosh, like I loved the gray Belgian. This is the H&M all-in-one. So many good coat colors. They're a good all-arounder horse. Like they're just fantastic. I love them. As you can see, I'm kind of a positive person. I swear there's horses I don't like. I'll put them in here later. Okay, the Fjord. The Fjords for me are adorable. I recently bought a Fjord. It's not like they're an old model horse that I never ride anymore. I definitely still like them a lot and they're really cute. I'm gonna put them in A tier. I wish I had an old model Fjord. Even those were cute. Oh my gosh, I have so many horses that I want to put in A tier. Should I go crazy and just like pick some horses that I know I don't like? Should I do that? Let's mix things up. Let's talk about the Percheron. Okay, I bought a Percheron on a stream and I've bought a Percheron as a dare, I think. That's what I did. And I bought one off the app because I love the coat color. I don't regret it because the coat color is really nice, but here's the thing about the Percherons. They have amazing coats. I don't really like draft horses as it is, but those horses in particular have like the most awkward bodies. I never want to be caught dead riding a Percheron pretty much. I'm gonna put them in D tier. I don't think anyone who watches my channel is gonna be surprised by this. If you like Percherons, that is totally valid and acceptable. I am not even mad at you. So keep living your best life. All right, now let's go back. We're going to talk about the Icelandic horse. So the Icelandic horse, I love them during Christmas. I don't ride them a ton other times in the year. I really only ride them during Winter Village. That's like the time when I ride them the most. And since they're more of like a seasonal horse to me, I'm gonna keep them in B tier. Hear me out. Even though I absolutely love them, they're absolutely adorable. They're definitely a horse that I'm not gonna ride them all the time. Like they're not an all-arounder horse. Well, they are retrofitted, which is kind of amazing. I'm pretty sure you can ride the new tack. I think so, yeah. So I like them for that, but because I like only ride them in the winter time, couldn't say they're an A horse. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird, but it's my opinion. Okay, the Halflinger. So the Halflinger are so cute. I never ride them though. I think the reason is because I've maxed all of my Halflingers almost. No, I have one that's a level 1. So Khalid or whatever, he's level 1. So I never ride the Halflingers, I'm not gonna lie. I don't tend to ride a lot of ponies in the game and smaller horses. I think that's why. But the Halflingers are so nice. They have to be A tier. Well, but I don't ride them very much, so I'm gonna put them in B. I mean, they're so well done. Their animations are amazing. Their coats are so nice. Everything is really well done on them. It's just I don't ride them. Okay, the Trackner or Traconer. I don't know how to say this horse's name, honestly. I'm just gonna say Trackner. That's what I've been saying my whole life. I remember buying a bunch of Trackners before I had my channel, and I really liked those horses. For the time, they were so nice. Now I'm gonna have to say I do not like them. They're really awkward and not in like a cute way for me. I have so many coats of them, but like I don't know, even some of the coats for me are not that nice. Like the orange one, I know it's a chestnut, but it's orange. I don't know, that's the one that comes to mind. They're just like goofy, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like them that much anymore, so I'm gonna put them in C tier. Okay, the Jorvik pony, it has to be a B tier for me. I like them. I have so many good memories with them. I still ride them sometimes, but not that often. And I will say they're like B tier. Like I don't not like them, but I don't like love them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't ride them very much. I guess I could say B tiers for horses that I don't ride a ton. I don't gravitate towards very much, but I still like don't hate them. So that's kind of where we're going. I mean, the Jorvik Warmbloods are a freaking starter horse, but to be real, I haven't even maxed my starter horse. These horses were so cute. I remember thinking when they updated the starter horses, I was like, oh, these are so cute. And that was like, you know, for the time they were super cute. So I'm gonna keep them in B tier because it's my starter horse and I can't like upset them. You know, like I don't dislike the starter horse, but I never ride my starter horse or this horse. So B tier it is. This is the Marwari. I have a lot of Marwari horses and honestly, I really like them. When I ride them, I like them. I know some people say they're like awkward and weird, but they kind of like have spider legs. I don't know. I like them personally, but I never ride them. Again, like I don't gravitate towards the Marwaris a ton. Like when I'm looking at them while not riding them, they look kind of silly, but when I'm riding them, I actually really like them. I'm gonna put them in B tier because I can't honestly say I ride them that much. Okay, this is the Welsh pony. If you've been a follower of my channel for a while, you're probably not gonna be surprised by this. I'm gonna put them in D tier. I bought a bunch of their coat colors when they first came out, and to me, they have bug eyes. I regret buying them. They're a horse I wish that I hadn't bought. I would probably have bought one of them if I could go back and just for like the memories. To me, like especially because they came out a little bit later than some of the other Gen 3 horses slash ponies. To me, they just seem weird. And maybe that is true of the breed, but I just don't like them very much. So I'm gonna put them in D tier. The Jorvik Frisian. This is gonna be a hot topic, a controversial topic. I picked my favorite Jorvik Frisian, which is Charlie. These are the most goofy horses. When I did my first shopping spree, the horses I sold were, I sold a Percheron, I sold Jorvik Frisians. Honestly, I don't like them that much. I used to love them too. Like I was like defending them. I was like, guys, if you're talking bad about the Jorvik Frisians, you're a hater, you're a terrible person. Now I don't really like them either, but don't tell them I said that. Okay, this is the Akeltique. This is gonna go straight up to A tier for me. I love the Akeltiques. I wouldn't say they're my favorite horse breed in the game. Only a couple days in my life have they been my favorite, but I did recently go and buy a bunch of Akeltiques and I love them. They look like aliens in the best way possible, and when they rear, they look like humans, which you could say that's a negative thing, but I kind of like them for that, so I put them up here. Next we have the Lusitano. I think that the Lusitano would have in the past been a C tier for me. I didn't like Lusitanos. I recently have entered my Lusitano era where I do ride them quite a bit and I really do like them. I think that my experience liking them started when I think I started following a YouTuber or saw some content about real life Lusitanos, and the first thing I thought was that horse looks exactly like the horses in Star Stable, and seeing them in real life made me like the breed, appreciate it better. So I'm gonna put them in A tier because I do ride them pretty often and I'm not like, you know, neutral about them anymore. You might be looking at my tier list so far and be like, Rose, this is really random. Like, love that for you, but like you put the weirdest horses above each other. I know, that's what makes this unique, okay? Is that my opinion is probably different than other people's. All right, now we have the North Swedish horse. I'm gonna say I love the North Swedish horses. They're cute. I would say I feel very similar to them as I do about the Jorvik pony. I like them, but I don't think about them that much. So I'm just gonna keep them in B tier for now. To me, like reading the Arabians and the Pintabians, they are pretty much the same horse, just like the Pinto version of the Arabians. Well, you know, I don't ride the Pintabians that much. I'm gonna put the Pintabians in A tier just because of the coats. I definitely prefer to ride Arabians over Pintabians, which is strange. It's just true. Okay, Irish Cobs for me are actually A tier. I like Irish Cobs a lot. I ride them a lot. Are they my favorite breed in the game? No, but they're my favorite draft horse in the game, most likely. Maybe besides the Shires. I would say I ride my Irish Cobs quite a bit, and I've bought some pretty recently. Okay, the Morgan horses. I've had like an interesting relationship with the Morgan horses because when I bought them, I liked them, and when I'm riding them, I like them. But when I just look at them, I don't really like them. It's so weird. A while after they came out, I started to kind of not like them, but it's a phase. Maybe it'll change. I've definitely gone from hating to loving horses before, so maybe it's one of those things. For me, the Mustangs are, I think, my favorite breed in the game right now. Mustangs are an S tier. I love the coats, especially the last 2 Mustang coats that they've released. Been amazing. I love their animations. I love that they buck, and most importantly, they're very Western themed, and Western has just been my vibe recently. I ride Western, but I've recently just like really loved the Western vibes in Star Stable. Star Stable recently started coming out with just like good Western content and actually cute Western tack, and it was inspiring to me. And the Mustangs are part of that, so I really love the Mustangs. They're definitely S tier. Now we have the Knabstrappers. I really like the Knabstrappers. I've met a lot of people who also like the Knabstrappers. They're really quirky, just like the Trackner, except they're quirky in a good way. It works for me. Their hooves are too big, their heads are too small, and I love that about them. I do ride my Knabstrappers quite often. I just rode a Knabstrapper in a live stream. I love them. Okay, the American Pain Horse is an S tier for me. I'd say the American Pain Horse was my favorite horse for a long time. I'm gonna put it second place in S tier. I love the American Pain Horse. I think I have all of them. The coat colors are amazing. Their animations are so nice. They're so versatile, and I love that about them. So I'm gonna put S tier. The Tennessee Walking Horse is another S tier for me. Like stand up S tier, probably third place for me. I love them. They're so nice. They're just well done. They're everything I like about a warm blood horse. Their coats are fantastic. I have almost all of them as well. You can kind of see a theme of the types of horses I tend to prefer. Oh my gosh, the Selfrancais, another good one. The Selfrancais were my favorite horse for a long time. I would say they still are one of my favorites. I love the Selfrancais horses. They're so quirky. Even after they've been out for a while now, I still think they're S tier horses. Okay, Lipizzaner. I think the Lipizzaners are so elegant, so nice. I have a lot of them. Their coat colors are super well done. done. Their animations are super well done. I will say I would put them in A tier, but I don't gravitate towards riding these horses very often. I'm gonna say B tier. I don't think about them a ton. Just because of the type of breed of horse they are, I think they're just not my fave. Okay, for the Shires. I think the Shires are gonna have to be S tier for me. I think this is the only draft horse that made it up here. Yeah, it is. When the Shires came out, it was first of all so hyped, and for very good reason. Their coats are so cool. They're elegant, they're not dorky, they're like super well done. They're just the perfect draft horses, and I love how big they are. I just don't see how a Shire could ever be outdated. They're just really well done. Oh my gosh, the Paso Finos. I am obsessed with the Paso Finos. I would say they're an A tier horse. They're not my favorite breed in the game. They're definitely an A tier. Like, they're really good. I have all of them. I love them. I don't ride them that much, but I do ride them enough that they're not a B tier. The last one is the Rosewilds. Their animations are kind of, I don't know, for the time the Rosewilds came out, tell me if I'm wrong, but like I feel like they had pretty advanced animations. They're very more like a magical type horse. This was like before Star Stable had like the wild horses versus the magic horses. They used to call all of like, I'm trying to remember how they used to do it. I don't know, they changed something about how they did the wild and magic horses a long time ago. I forgot really what happened, but these horses kind of changed the magic horse situation. I would say now I would say they kind of bother me a little bit. I won't ride these horses. I never ride them. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make any last minute changes. Okay, so for right now, for my S tier, I have Mustang, American Paint Horse, Cell Francais, Tennessee Walkers, American Saddlebred, Appaloosas, Andalusians. I feel like Andalusians probably are A tier. I don't like them as much as the other breeds up here. And Dutch Warmbloods are also gonna be A tier. I don't ride the Dutch Warmbloods or like them as much as some of the other breeds in here. So Appaloosa, Arabian, Belgian, and Shire. Yeah, that's about right. These are my top 9 favorite horses, and I usually do tell you guys, I'm like, a lot of people always ask like in live streams or in comments, what's your favorite horse breed? And it changes all the time. It definitely does by the day, but I would say consistently these horses have been my favorite for the longest, so I think this is pretty accurate. For A tier, we have the English Thoroughbred, Dartmoor Pony, Gollum Pony, the Frisian, the Ardennes, Clydesdale, Fjord, Akeltique, Lusitano, Pintabian, Irish Cob, Knabstrapper, Asofino, Andalusian, and Dutch Warmblood. And then I'd say like my B tier horses, Connemara, American Quarter Horse, the Chincoteague Pony, the Curly Horse, Icelandic, Halflinger. I'm gonna move this horse down. Jorvik Pony, Jorvik Warmblood, the Lipizzaner, and the Marwari. And then my C tier, my slightly dislike horses. I slightly dislike the Trackners, the Morgans, the Jorvik Wild horses. I feel bad saying this because I did just buy one of these, but I slightly dislike them. The North Swedish, and then the Finn horses I slightly dislike. Then horses I really don't like is the Jorvik Frisian, the Percheron, and the Welsh Pony. Those are my bottom 3. This would almost be a slightly dislike, but I just put it down here. Okay, so these are my opinions, my tier list for the current Gen 3 horses in Star Stable. As of the last horse that was released when I'm filming this video was the Frisian. So if you're watching this later on, there's more horses, just be aware. Again, if I did forget a horse breed, please let me know in the comments and I will quick rate it and pin it in a comment or something. Okay, let me know what your guys' opinion is. Was there any horse you were surprised by? Is there any horse that you would put in your S tier that I did not include? Let me know some of your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm on thin ice, you'd never guess. I've been hiding a monster, keeping it quiet. I do my best.